This isolation, know you're touching the right, the lust, I know you covet. Niggas can be gay too. There ain't nothing. Let me explain this to you. Niggas can be gay too. Feelings you don't. This isolation. If you say I'm with the gay shit, you're right. This is how I was born in the sound. I'm going down when I pull up with my do-rag on. You already know what's going on. These folks need a rope for conclusions. They jump to one day it's gay, next day they jump you. Some days a nigga wanted to be dead, waiting for my soul to get fed. These conversations with feelings you don't. This isolation is. Let me explain this to you. These conversations with feelings you don't. This isolation is. Let me explain this to you. Niggas can be gay too. Whether you like it or you love it, whether you're kissing or you're touching, the right or lust, I know you covet. Niggas can be gay too. There ain't nothing you need to hide. DL games will really survive. Tomorrow you might not be alive. Niggas can be gay too. Niggas can be gay too. Whether you like it or whether you kiss it or you're touching the right last time. Niggas can be gay too. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, nah, 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 nah. Do it. Well, all right now. Wolf. I know that you're unhappy.
Hello, what's going on, everybody? What we're doing today, we're looking at. Who did it? Someone said what we're looking at. Can't remember who it was now. It's been a while since I've done this, boys, so you gotta bear with me. But what we're looking at Disney's nonsense. Right, I compounded a fair bit of evidence. Hang on. First of all, I wanted to read this. What's the audio saying? Is the audio alright? What's going on, D Street? Right, how do I do it? It's this one. This one. Like this. This is from 2016. Disney using hidden sex messages in films in worldwide mind control experiment. Or they're trying to nonce up the kids, whatever way you want to spell it out. That's what's basically what's happened. That's what's been going on. Says Disney, the brand is loved by millions worldwide with such films as Aladdin, Lion King, Beauty and the Beast, adored by youngsters everywhere. Last year, the United States-based company founded by brothers Walt and Roy Disney in 1924 recorded revenues of more than 50 billion. It's all nonsense anyway. where's the interesting bit? It's the bit that I put in the thing. It says so-called truth seekers have for years claimed subliminal messages in deadly films. Basically trying to cunt everyone off and say they're all conspiracy theorists and that, right? Now, I think you should listen to this. If anyone ain't seen this.
For Disney to come out and put a statement and say that the bill should have never passed and that they are going to actively work to repeal it, I think, one, was fundamentally dishonest, but two, I think that crossed the line. This state is governed by the interests of the people of the state of Florida. It is not based on the demands of California corporate executives. They do not run this state. They do not control this state. For Disney to come out and put a statement and say that...
I know he's one of them and that, but I do like... Considering he's one of the only people doing much about it over there. But this is the thing. This is what I was going to say as well. I'm getting sidetracked. I'm forgetting where I'm at and that, right? This is the whole point. It's the World Economic Forum. This is what everyone needs to understand. It's in all the governments. It's embedded into all the governments. The World Economic Forum. Yeah, and where's that thing? Trying to dox myself here doing stupid shit. Where's the fucking... Oh, I've lost it now. What else did we have? Where's the fucking... Where did I send that to, man? I'm sure I sent it on there. No, I sent it to the wrong fellow. Oh. I'm fixing the situation quickly. Right. Go away. Fuck your laptop, man. This is for everyone who's forgotten, because I know if you've been watching, you've seen it before, and because I talk about it. But this is the point I'm getting at. This is the World Health Organization. Everyone needs to understand. Everyone knows, right, that they're calling the shots, right? And these are the people. What page it says on the thing? Page 38. Page 38. Where am I at? How'd you bigging it up? How'd you make it bigger? How'd you zoom in? Yeah. Oh, I've clicked it too many times. It's a laggy PC. Laptop, yeah. Anyway. Right, I'm getting a thing. Right. One thing at a time, Jim. Right. So these are the nonces, basically. These are telling children they can be wanking and trying to get people to educate them about shit like this at the age of 4. These are the people, World Health Organization, same people trying to get everyone injected with all this shit. These are the same fucking Satanists, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. Right? And then Walt Disney's a fucking nonce and all, innit? Obviously, we all know this, but look, these fucking the videos. This is why we're here. That's why we're here. If you ain't seen, I mean, there's a lot of videos, a lot of people playing the videos now, anyway. But if you ain't seen them, like this is what
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually, one transgender child and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. And that was the thing that really got me, because I have heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks, in open forums and through emails and phone conversations. And I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself, but for them, to all of us. We had an open forum last week at 20th where again, the home of really incredible, groundbreaking LGBTQIA stories over the years, where one of our execs stood up and said, we only have a handful of queer leads in our content. And I went, what? That can't be true. And I realized, it actually is true. We have many, many, many LGBTQIA characters in our stories, and yet we don't have enough leads and narratives in which gay characters just get to be characters, and not have to be about gay stories. And so that's been very eye-opening for me. And I can tell you, it's something that I feel perhaps had this moment not happened, I, as a leader, and me as my colleagues, would not have focused on. And going forward, I certainly will be more so. I know that we will be, and I hope this is a moment where, the 50% of the tears, sorry, are coming. We just don't allow each other to go backwards.
Right, so that's clearly a fucking man for a start, right? Masquerading as a woman. Like, he's not a fucking weird, man. But anyway,
space.
I've had the privilege of working with the Moon Girl team for the last 2 years, and they've been really open to exploring queer stories. And I'm on the production side. Part of the work that I feel like I can put in is making sure that we take place in modern day New York. So making sure that that's like an accurate reflection of New York. So I put together like a tracker of our background characters to make sure that we have like the full breadth of expression. And
these people just want to sodomize infants, mate. Look at the fucking
we got into a very similar conversation, right, Carrie, of like, all of our like gender non-conforming characters are in the background. And so it's not just a numbers game of how many LGBTQ plus characters you have. We got the further, the more centered a story is on a character, the more nuanced you get into their story. And especially with like trans characters, you can't see if someone is trans. There's not one way to look trans. And so kind of the only way to have these like canonical trans characters, canonical asexual characters, canonical bisexual characters is to give them stories where they can like be their whole selves.
Yeah. And what is there to be said about all this? Like, this is Disney. These are the people at Disney. Like, you need to boycott fucking Disney. I don't know who's even still watching. Let's say you watch Disney.
I grew up watching, all of the classics.
This one.
They have been a huge, like, informative part of my life. But at the same time, like, I worked at small studios most of my career, and I'd heard, you hear whispers. Like, I'd heard things like, oh, they won't let you show this at a Disney show. And I'm like, okay. So I was a little, like, sus when I started. But then my experience was bafflingly the opposite of what I had heard on my little pocket of, like, Proud Family Disney TVA. The showrunners were super welcoming. Meredith Roberts and like our leadership over there has been so welcoming to like my like not at all secret gay agenda. And so like I feel like I felt like it was, I mean, like maybe it was that way in the past, but I guess like something must have happened in the last like they are turning it around, they're going hard. And then all that like momentum that I felt, like that sense of I don't have to be afraid to like, let's have these two characters kiss. Let's in the background. Like I was just wherever I could, just basically adding queerness to like the.
Wherever she could, she was basically adding queerness. They've nicked queer, haven't they? They've nicked the meaning of that. They're just chucking in it on. But it's an umbrella term for fucking. How can I say it without getting deleted? It's an umbrella term for, I don't know the best way of, but it's fucking weird is what's going on. It's definitely not right, is it, eh?
If you see anything queer in the show, I'm proud of it. But like,
She shouldn't be fucking queering up the Disney films for the boys and girls. I'm sure of that much. How has this happened? This is diversity. Have you seen the state of the diversity?
was like, no one would stop me, and no
There ain't a man in fucking sight, mate. What happened to that?
one was trying to stop me.
Anyway, I think there's another one. For us to enjoy.
Last summer, we removed all of the gendered greetings in relationship to our life skills. So we no longer say ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We've trained.
So what they're saying is they're just forcing it on kids that weren't needing to be, because this is the fucking thing. Like it's buzzing kids out at fucking school. I go to school to pick up a kid and that, and it buzzes the kid out, mate. Yeah, fucking dykey mums and that. It's not normal.
We provided training for.
It's gonna have a fucking impact. Obviously, this is proper new shit, and they're fucking degenerizing the whole thing. It's proper subversion, mate. We're proper under attack. We are under attack. Listen, and this is the thing. That's why I'm going on. That's why I'm jumping about all over the place on about this thing as well. I ain't even there. Where is it? Where's the fucking thing? This one. This thing here. It's on the fucking this one. This is because it's these same cunts doing it. It's these same people. It's these same Klaus Schwab mob, mate. Right? And it's a fucking like the Disney has been apologising for years for this shit and blaming it on this, that, and the other. The children, they're after the fucking children, mate. You know, they're trying to sodomise the children and taint them and be all fucking. You know what I mean? And it's no joke. Right, this is the World Economic Forum. This is Disney. It's all of that, mate. That's what we've got to say about that, really. What else do we have to say? Where's the thing about the wanking? Look, they're trying to teach kids, and that queer fucking or gay. I don't know what he identifies as, but you see that one. Where is it? It was on Twitter. How do we find him? I can't remember what it was. I don't know why this ain't in dark mode either. It's better. Alright, what was I looking for? I was looking for the gay teacher. What happened there? I'm probably not going to find it. Just searching gay teacher. But there's this one who's moaning about the bill, the DeSantis bill. Oh, definitely not going to be able to find him just doing that, am I? Hey, I did find him. Get up, boys. I found him. This is the one. We've not got a video though. We do got a video.
Yeah, it's twofold. It really hits hard in my heart professionally and personally, both. Professionally, it truly makes me feel like I am not trusted as a professional. I know my kindergarten standards through and through, and nowhere in our curriculum does it have anything about teaching sexual orientation or sexual identity. So for them to say that's happening, it's kind of crazy. But we should be able to have discussions, and that's what we're encouraged to do in kindergarten. And then personally, because my kids do have questions. They want to know who my partner is in pictures outside of my classroom, and I should be able to speak to that.
So do you worry that you won't even be able to talk about your own personal home life? I mean, I have a child in kindergarten right now. I know exactly that my child has two teachers, one of which has a daughter at home and is single. The other is married and has 4 children. I know everything about their lives because my kid tells me.
Absolutely. You are 100% correct. That's what we do as educators. We build relationships with our kids. And in order to build relationships, you talk about your home life. You talk about what you do on the weekends. That's building community. It scares me that I'm not going to be able to have these conversations with my children because they're going to ask me what I did on the weekend. I don't want to have to hide that my partner and I went paddleboarding this weekend because then they ask, well, what does partner mean, Mr. Bernard? And, I'm worried. Can I tell them what it means? I'm also worried for my kids. I have a little girl this year who has 2 moms, and the kids are curious about her 2 moms. They want.
I'm saying you just tell them your partner is someone you live with that you spend your life with. You don't have to tell them sordid shit like you're fucking buggering them and that, do you? You just keep it. I don't even. You do. Does that hypothetical happen to this fucking weirdo, or is he just trying to groom kids? Because he looks like. But anyway. Yeah, so that's that. But no, we did see this though. Look,
guys, I'm back. It's Landon. Welcome back to another.
We're listening to him. But
was a phrase said, and the popular. Only to find Jasmine's tiger ByRachel was up there. You can hear a little subtle voice in the background that supposedly says, "Good teenagers, take off your clothes." In order to hear this, you actually have to turn up your TV really loud. Disney released a statement saying, in the movie Aladdin, it doesn't actually say that. What? What are you guys hearing? It actually says, "Come on, good kitty, take off and go." The rumor started in 1993 when Aladdin was released to VHS. And at the number 9 spot, the word sex is spelled out in the Lion King movie. A 4-year-old boy from New York actually spotted this image while he was watching the movie. So just around halfway through the movie, there was a cloud of dust that forms when Simba, Pumbaa, and Timon were gazing into the stars while on a cliff. If you actually watch carefully, the newly formed dust appears to spell out SEX. Of course, Disney had a rebuttal, and the formed dust appears to spell out SEX.
yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Of course, Disney had a rebuttal, and they said that the image actually spells SFX, and there's not that line on that E. It was inserted by the special effects group, so it's supposed to spell like special effects, abbreviated. Things are looking up into number 8 spot. Well, I'm talking about the minister's erection in The Little Mermaid. So during Ursula's wedding scene, you can notice something protruding from the minister's pelvic region. And it looks like someone is more excited about this wedding than Ursula. Although it does look like an erection, if you look at this scene from a different angle, it's the minister's knee, and it's just badly positioned. Okay, so in an about this wedding than Ursula. Although it does look like an erection, if you look at this scene from a different angle, it's the minister's knee, and it's just badly positioned. Okay, so in at number 7, it's gonna have you questioning your eyesight, because I'm talking about the movie poster of The Lion King. So back in 2002, The Lion King was re-released in theaters for limited time, and this is a popular movie poster from it. At first glance, the poster seems innocent, right? It has Simba on the cover, but if you look closely, it looks like a semi-naked girl wearing what appears to be a thong. This is either Disney being very clever, or we just have too many people in the world with dirty minds. But now I probably just ruined your guys' childhood, because you're always gonna see that image, and I'm sorry. Okay, so The Little Mermaid makes a second appearance on this list, and they come into number 6. I mean, we're talking about the damn Little Mermaid here, and they're making this list twice. And that's because a penis appears to be on the front cover of the VHS movie. So on the cover of the VHS, it seems that one of the castle's tips resembles a penis. And because of this, the castle is often referred to as the phallic palace. And phallic is like another term for penis. It was reported that an angry artist tried to sneak this image in there. And this is to get revenge because he was gonna get laid off. However, on the newly released version of The Little Mermaid, you don't see this image appear on the cover. Okay, so in at the number 5 spot, we have the naked person that appeared in The Rescuers. During this scene, when Bernard and Bianca are riding around the city in a sardine tin, if you pay attention, you'll notice a naked woman through a window in the background. Disney actually made this subliminal message public, and they claim that she was put into the film during the post-production.
So they admitted to that one.
On January 8th of 1999, Disney decided to recall 3.4 million copies of the 1977 animated movie. Well, if you thought things couldn't get any more shocking, well, I'm sorry to say it does. And this next one comes in to number we have more penis imagery, and this time in the Hercules. So after Hercules punches out the River Guardian monster, a horseshoe hits him right on the forehead, which causes him an awkward looking bump to grow out of his head. It eventually grew into a penis shape, including morphing his eyebrows into a set of testicles. Okay, this next image happens in Alice in Wonderland, and this comes into number 3. So I think we can all clearly see what this rabbit hole looks like. And I'm not sure why Disney feels the need to insert all these.
I'm no fucking expert, but that at the top of that thing there looks like a little thing, a little, you know, a little. I don't know if you're allowed to say it. Do you know what I mean? But that's a little thing that you know what I mean?
Sexual innuendos
cunts,
in children's movies. Not only is this image seen in the film, a lot of people say that Alice in Wonderland has a lot of drug references such as cocaine, speed, LSD, nitrous oxide, crystal meth, MDMA, marijuana, mushrooms, opium, and nicotine. I'm not really sure what's happening in this movie, but I think Alice needs some help because that woman takes a whole lot of drugs. Okay, so Mickey Mouse makes an entrance into number 2, and that's because he's caught holding a penis. This image is an internet favorite.
This is all bollocks, yeah, because back in the day, you used to get you used to see her, but it used to be Toy Story and that, and she was doing all shit in the shadows and that. They've been at it for fucking years, is the point. And now, this is what I'm trying to get to, full circle, takes a while. Now we've got these fucking people here, these people.
Space.
Yeah, I've had the privilege of working with the Moon Girl team for the last 2 years, and they've been really open to exploring queer stories. And
last summer, we removed all of the gender.
I'm here as a mother of 2 queer children, actually.
So, because she's got 2 queer children, she's going to fuck up the rest of Disney for all the rest of the little normal children and that, because he's had a fucking sex change and he's fucking, I don't know what the fuck goes through these people's heads. They're all worshipping Satan.
One transgender child, and one pansexual child, and also as a leader. And that was the thing that really got me, because I had heard so much from so many of my colleagues over the course of the last couple of weeks.
That's why you have to watch out for these fucking Zionist fucks, mate.
Open forums and through emails and phone conversations, and I feel a responsibility to speak, not just for myself but for them.
So she's speaking for them. They're speaking vicariously through her.
To all of us, we had
it's an amazing thing that we're bearing witness to.
We had an open forum last week, the 20th, where again, the home of really incredible.
That's definitely a fucking Adam's apple.
Groundbreaking LGBTQIA stories over the years, where one of our execs stood up and said, you know, we only have a handful of queer leads in our content. And I went, what? That can't be true. And I realized, oh, it actually is true. We have many, many, many LGBTQIA characters.
I'm not happy to hear about that, to be honest with you. It's not a surprise, though. This is the problem. And this comes down to the World Economic Forum, mate. This is where it all in lies the problem. The World Health Organization and that. Right? Where is it saying trying to nonce the kids and that? Sexuality enjoyment. Here we go. Where am I going? Sexuality rights. What do you mean rights? Sexuality, health and well-being. Good and bad experiences of your body. What feels good? What do you mean what feels good? Sexuality, health and well-being. Teaching a fucking what? 0 to 4-year-old. What do you fucking mean? These people just want to sodomize fucking babies, mate. It's not even fucking the infants. Yeah? The right to ask questions about sexuality. The right to explore gender identities. This is when you look at the language, it's the same queer fucking language. It's them. It's them. It's the not equality. What is it? Like Boris Johnson was saying it today in that fucking liaison thing he done. What was equitability? Equitable, and is equitable? Yeah, is it all this fucking queer language? It's these same queer fucks coming for the kids, mate, and they're gonna. They're gonna stop sending the kids to school because there's not enough teachers. They're emailing people, telling them there's not enough teachers. Alright, so they want kids at home, on devices, on fucking TikTok, watching stupid shit, not doing nothing, watching queer fucking Disney videos and that. But basically, all you can do at this stage, well, you can do whatever you can do, can't you? You can go and write, go and fucking picket, do whatever the fuck you can do. Or you can just boycott the sons of bitches and make sure you don't give them no fucking money and take part in their fucking rituals, basically. That's what I've got to say about that, I think. Yeah, but look, it says about masturbation in there. Let me just highlight this. So, just on it, right. It definitely does, but I can't. Sexuality. So this is still 0 to 4 years old. This is enjoyment of pleasure when touching one's own body. Early childhood masturbation. These sick fucks want to teach your kids. I know I've gone on about it before, but it's people like as the years go on, it can stop. We hope that all these conspiracy theories that have come true starts to wake people up. Like last time we were shouting about this, the World Health Organization was not in the position where they are now. They're ingrained in fucking policy making throughout the world, throughout the Western world. They're taking fucking liberties. Yes, the governments are taking liberties at the best on the say so of them. Right. So that's what's going on. That's where we're at, and that's these same fucking the people that have got the powers. I don't know if you see the people that got the powers to write the rules if there's a pandemic in the future, epidemic in the future, whatever. These same fucking nonces, right? The same people doing this, same people trying to get this taught everywhere. Who are working with the same fucking noncy Disney cunts, basically. Well, that's all I've got to say on the matter anyway. Boycott Disney. Thanks for tuning in, everyone. I'm gonna